Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. We got college football playoffs tonight. We got NFL playoffs tomorrow. We got NFL playoffs the next day. We got NFL playoffs the next day. I got a parlay that covers every single one of those days. I don't ever want to hear you be ungrateful again. We are locked in. We are ready to have a monster long weekend. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. If you want to know what today's play is, I'll tell you right now. And then I'll probably tell you a bunch more times when new people come into the chat and ask me the same question. It's okay. We're taking two-leg same game parlay plus 100 odds on Profit X. I'll drop the link to this exact slip in the Twitter comments. Shoot me a DM if you want it on Instagram. It is Ohio State money line and under 60.5. That is plus 100. Plus 100. I'm going to drop the info on the back of this Twitter stream. Anyone who has any questions on anything I'm doing, as always, just shoot me a DM. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, etc., 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 etc. You get the idea. Let's lock in, baby. Let's lock in. Just parlayed Ohio State money line, Thunder money line, Celtics money line, Eagles money line, Buffalo money line, Ravens money line. There's not an individual that I'm upset about. Do I think the game goes under 52? Like I said, I lean under, but I don't love it. I like the under 60.5 and the Ohio State money line. Parlay them together. Those are the two plays. I like Ohio State spread. It's okay. I like the under 53. It's okay. I like combining them two and taking the points. It's okay. What's a favorite two-man this weekend? Great question. I'm gonna okay. So if you're on the Twitter stream, this is on Profit X. You go to Fun Markets. You stream down. This is Pick'em Petey's all same game parlay Ohio State money line under 6.5. People are moving this around. It's at minus 110 now, but you can get it at whatever you want to offer it at. I got it at plus 100 and got covered. So you can just lock in whatever your request is. Yeah, very simple. WC803, appreciate the follow. Run those follows up. We get 30 follows in here. And I'll share another play. You guys, I'm actually logged into my account today. You can see my balance on screen. That's kind of crazy of me. We can look at my plays. Kind of crazy of me. Looking at open plays. Open plays matched. Texas has a chance. I mean, obviously a chance. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's strong. So here's what we got. We got Allen to win MVP. Minus 240. That's not bad odds. Minus 240. Chargers money line. Already got him in 284 to win 200. We got the same game parlay I talked about already. Ohio State money line and under 60.5, 265 to win 265. Bills minus 4.5 in the first half against the Broncos. We got that locked in at 228. We got we got Kansas City Chiefs to not win the Super Bowl. 380 to win 100. We got Bills to win the Super Bowl. 600 to win 3.9. We got Buckeyes money line 660 to win 3. We got Notre Dame to win the Natty 240 to win 1940. We got this Bears Super Bowl. It was 215 to 1, okay? I put 14 bucks on it. It was 215 to 1. What do you want me to do? That happened a while ago before they were mathematically eliminated. Putting 10 units, minus 2,000 on Ohio State minus 6. 10 units, which is 2,000 on Ohio State minus 6. All right, Death Row. I appreciate you letting me know. I think they cover. I don't think it's as strong as a play. A stronger play is the same game parlay 265 to win 265. Also, you're getting better. I got this at plus 100. Some people are pushing the line towards minus 110 now, so you want to lock this in early. Again, if you are on the Twitter stream, Twitch stream, etc., where you can see this, if you're on the Twitter stream, I dropped it in the comments already, so you can see it. If you're on anything else and you want to get access to Profit X to get this play, just let me know. I also have, what's coming this weekend? Yeah, Kool-Aid. I do know what's coming this weekend. What is coming, though? Tell me. Bo Nix knocking out the Bills. Bo Nix is not walking into the most hostile environment he's ever played in his life, in the coldest weather he's ever played in his life, having to push the ball aggressively upfield to keep up with the best quarterback in the NFL's offense and getting the dub. Sorry. Cool story not happening. Ohio plus 1 under 59.5. Pedro, Ohio money line and under 60.5. Drew Nate, you know that the MVP is a regular season award. Also, he's not losing this weekend. In the last 4 years, they have hosted the wild card round every single year. They've won all 4 years. They've averaged 35 points a game all 4 years. 2 of those wins were by 3 scores or more. Vikings making it to the Super Bowl. I don't think Vikings are making it to the second round. Can Ohio State cover? They can. But again, I'll say this one more time. Don't sleep on Rams. Yeah, I think the Rams are beating the Vikings. I'll say this one more time. If you like Ohio State, that's fine. Is it possible Josh has a bad game coming? I don't think it's impossible. It's never impossible, but there's no reason to expect that. He's always performed well in the first round of the playoffs. He's performed well in the playoffs in general. He's got the best clutch rating in the NFL over the last 10 years. He's got the best clutch rating on third downs, fourth downs, etc. He had a week off and basically 2 weeks to prepare for this, so he's effectively coming off a bye. There was a 95% chance they were playing the Broncos. It wasn't official until a week ago or until Sunday, but they knew they were playing. They knew that they were playing the Broncos, and he got the week off, went in for a snap, handed the ball off, and that was his day. So he's coming off a bye effectively. All these things are reasons why he should have a good game. He's been having good games all season long. I think he's had, I would say, 2 bad games this season. They have 3 losses, not including resting their starters week 18. They have 3 losses. 2 of those games he played poorly. 1 of those games he was unreal. Their defense just were terrible. Need a lock for your survivor pool. Chargers -2.5. I don't mind it, Ryan. I think that's pretty good, pretty strong. In terms of tonight, so we got Buckeyes Longhorns. The Buckeyes is crazy public. I still like it, but what I'm leaning here, not what I'm leaning, what I literally have locked in, and what anyone else can, if you hit the ProfitX link in my profile, is taking Ohio State money line as well as under 60.5. Okay, so it's an alt line spread, right? I mean, it's money line, but basically you're taking 6 points, and then you're also adding 7 points on the under, 8.5 points on the under, and you're still getting it at plus 100. This is unbelievable value. Alex, I don't like it. Again, we've gone through this a bunch of times. I don't mind answering it a few more times, but I'll say this one more time. If you want to know what I think is the best play for tonight, it is Ohio State money line parlayed with under 60.5. Ohio State money line parlayed with under 60.5. This is plus 100 on ProfitX. I tweeted about it. I replied to this Twitter stream with it for anyone who wants it. Anyone who's confused on this, shoot me a DM. It's in my links. ProfitX is in my links. You go to Fun Markets, you'll see that play. It's a specific outline parlay under Fun Markets that I put out. That is plus 100 odds. That's better than you're going to get anywhere else. And this is the best play. I like Ohio State. I like the under, but I love Ohio State money line and the outline under, and we're getting plus 100. Yeah, legal in Iowa. It's legal almost everywhere now. But yeah, Iowa included. So that's what I like today. If you're wondering anything else, that's it. Texas going to win. What reason do you have for saying that? If you think that, that's fine. I just want someone to know, someone to give me a decent reason. And then I'm going to share a big parlay that I have for the full weekend. Anthony says, "Oh, they're the better team." Very great detail. Appreciate it. No, Quinn Ewers is bad. They've been playing poorly. Their defense hasn't been great. Their offense has been struggling. They're not able to pass the ball downfield. Quinn Ewers isn't protecting the ball well. They're a worse coached team. Penn State under 27.5 and Ohio State under 24.5 yesterday. You mean Notre Dame under 24.5? Because you're good on Penn State. Anyway. All right. Can I get a drum roll in the chat? Who wants this? I'm about to share a full weekend, a play for every single day. Lock Daddy, you're so dumb. I has to be a troll. Kool-Aid doesn't want it. Drew Nate says, "Let's get it. Let's go. Run those likes up. Run those follows up. Give me 5 follows. We'll keep it right. Give me 5 follows. I'm about to share you 5 follows, 5 leg parlay, 10-1. I'm going to give you a freebie on it as well. Ohio State will win tonight. Ohio State winning tonight, absolutely. We got 1. We need 4 more, baby. 4 more. Run those numbers up, baby. Mike and Skylar. Whoo, we got 2 names, but it's just 1 account. That only counts for 2. We need 3 more, baby. 3 more, and we are about to make some dreams come true. I want to say tonight, but beginning tonight and concluding on Monday. Sky Blue 606, appreciate it. Run those up, baby. 1 more. Coley, that's 5. Keep those coming, Anthony. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Keep those coming. Keep running those up. I'm going to share you all 5 legs, okay? All 5 legs. This is a parlay I cooked up. It pays 10 to 1. And if you shoot me in the face, if you shoot me a DM on Instagram, I will get you. Don't want to do that. I will get you a. Damn, sorry, Lex. A free $25 entry for this, okay? So if you shoot me a DM on Instagram, it's Pick'em You shoot me a DM on Instagram at Pick'em I will get you a $25 free entry for this play. Here we go. Here we're going to take Ohio State money line, start today. We're going to start with Ohio State money line, get that today, okay? Very simple. I've talked about this already. I'm not going to elaborate on that because we talked so much about the same exact thing. We begin with Ohio State money line. Someone's already DMing me asking for the freebie. I got you. I got you. Sending these through. Anyone requested, I get you with the free $25 entry. It's Pick'em PD on Instagram. Okay, starting out with Ohio State money line tonight. That's like number 1. Then we're going to move on to tomorrow. We got the Chargers money line. Chargers money line. Again, we're taking a favorite here. Still great value at -150, -158, anywhere in that range. Beautiful, beautiful value on the Chargers. Significantly better team, better coach team, better prepared team. Stroud, massive fall off this year, exactly as I predicted. He doesn't have any weapons now. It's been weeks since he's performed well. The Chargers pass rush is very difficult to get over. The defense is strong as a whole. They're not going to be able to establish the run game, which has been essential for Stroud to be able to pass the ball effectively. I expect a bad game from Stroud. And the Chargers cruising to an easy dub in this game. We're taking a money line because it's parlay a little bit safer. Okay, moving on. Bills -455. This is obviously nothing really difficult about this. This is a massive favorite. No surprises there. 4 straight years of winning at home in the wild card round. Josh Allen dominating all year. Rookie quarterback in a hostile environment. It's going to be tough for the Broncos, especially because he can't play with the lead. He can't play slow pace football against Josh Allen's offense. Easy dub for the Bills. We move on to the over 50.5 in the Commanders Bucks game. 50.5 in the Commanders Bucks game. 2 teams with kind of a weaker pass defenses than they have run defenses, encouraging the opponents to pass the ball more. That leads to more points. Both QBs who can absolutely sling it. We have kind of aggressive head coaches. I think it's going to be a tighter game. The scores are going to be going back and forth. Tiny possibility of overtime. But more importantly, neither team grinding out the clock with a 2-3 score lead. Don't expect anything like that. So we're going to see them slinging it 4 quarters. Okay. And then the last play, Monday night, we're just taking the Rams. We're taking the Rams money line. Wrap it up, baby. Rams money line. The Vikings looked terrible last week, and we don't want to overly get into the recency bias. But what did the Rams do last time they played them? With a worse roster, more banged up, they took care of business against the Vikings. Stafford, experienced in the playoffs. McVay, experienced in the playoffs. O'Connell, not a lot of playoff success. Darnold, no playoff experience. We have a massive experience advantage. We have a semi-home field advantage. You know, they're playing in Arizona now. It's still going to be more Rams fans. It wouldn't be a massive factor as well. You know, the Rams home field advantage isn't a massive home field advantage, but they do have a slight edge there. Again, that's Ohio State tonight. That's Chargers tomorrow. That's Bills on Sunday and the over 50.5 in the Bucks Commanders game. And then we're taking Rams money line. Rams money line. Okay, that's 10 to 1. That's 10 to 1 on Bet 105. If you want this, if you shoot me a DM, I know some of you have already. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram, I'm sending these through. I'll give you a free $25 entry on this play. Let's go, baby. Appreciate everyone who's reached out already. I'm going to send these through. I've still got 10 more of these to go. So if you DM me on Instagram, it's Pick'em I will send it through right now. Let's lock in, baby. Let's lock in. Tim Shaughnessy, appreciate the file. TKO starting boxing. Like, oh, Bills money line. It's a parlay. It's a parlay. Good parlay, except the Rams don't win, says Beth Son. You can leave out that one if you want to, but I like it. It's Ohio State. Everything was money line. Everything was money line. There's an over in there, but all the others were money line. So it's Chargers, Bills, Rams, Ohio State money line, and then over 50.5. Over 50.5 in the Commanders Bucks game. So the Rams money line and the Commanders Bucks over, those are the money makers, and then we have 3 decent favorites. Coolio9921 says, this guy don't know about. Very creative comment, very interesting stuff. I appreciate your insight. Really, really made a strong point. And one more time, anyone who wants all that action, baby, for free, $25 free entry, shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I will link you right now. I already sent a handful of these through, but I got 10 more. Yeah, baby. You're going to take them all straight and do spreads? Yeah, I mean, I like Bill's spread, but I prefer Bill's first half spread. You're going to get better value there just because when you're talking more than one score, there's a little bit more opportunity for the backdoor. It's 8.5. Best, I appreciate the DM. I'm gonna slide you the link right now. Again, anyone who messages me on Instagram, I'm getting this link to. Any questions on anything, let me know. So yeah, I like Bill's first half. Bill's first half -4.5. You're just getting better value in that spot. And then I think they cover. I think the over hits as well. I think they cover, but say they're up 14 points. Say they're up 14 points late. There's 6 minutes left in the game. They're playing kind of like a prevent defense, casually give up a touchdown. That's not really unlike Sean Sean McDermott, unfortunately. He plays a little bit of a soft defense with a decent lead. So that's why I prefer the first half. I think the Bills come out really strong, really early. Are you, that really doesn't narrow it down. Yeah, that is not like a great description of anyone. No offense, but saying "Are you the guy that does that thing?" doesn't really give me a lot to go on. If we're being totally honest, it's all good. Just followed a message. Appreciate it. Again, anyone who DMs me on Instagram and is following, it's Pick and Petey on there. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll slide you the free $25 entry for that. Ohio State line's moving already 6.5 on FanDuel. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of reverse line movement. I think it moved to 5.5. Now it's bouncing back. Here on Profit X right now, Ohio State -6 is -105. There's not really a big difference between 5.5, 6, and 6.5. It's not like an important half point, if you will. Do you like receiving yards on Jeremiah Smith tonight? I don't have a strong feeling on that. I'm not playing it, but I'm not fading it. By the way, if anyone wants all my plays today, they're up on SoBet. They're up there every single day. I post a full card on SoBet every single day. It's the top of the links. I post a full card, full write-up, full analysis, everything. Yeah. Gunner Helm TD. Also, if you're following this account or you're on the Twitter stream, Twitch stream, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, PropX is saying 11K plus on Ohio State money line on one of the best prices. Only better at DK -238. PropX spitting facts. I got Ohio State money line at -220 on Profit. That's not true, Lock Daddy. Remember when you were talking Notre Dame against Georgia? You come in and you're talking, and then you don't DM me that day when I'm right and you're wrong. One win to 10 losses just can't count. This is what happens. This is what you and most people like you do. Lock Daddy. All right, come on in. All right, Lock Daddy, show us your face, or I'm getting out of here.
Face. I don't know how to do that, bud.
There's a camera, and you can turn it on.
Yeah.
Guys, we won't be long here. Don't normally take a ton of guests, but Lock Daddy has a really bad betting strategy that I assume he wants to explain to the chat. If he figures out his camera. Gary Tupic parlay for plus 102. Nice, Uncle Guns. Nice. That's you got 60.5 and you got Ohio State money line.
Buddy, my camera ain't working or something. I don't know how to do it. Well, I don't do this live very much.
All right, sure. Just we're not gonna go forever on this. So just let me know. I do NBA every single day, Coley. NBA props on Sobet. All right. What do you want to say?
Yeah, so since you want to call me, so I'm a large unit size better. So I'm 1,000 unit better. Okay. So here's the deal, man. Like, you look at every single day, and you want to call me a clown, you want to laugh at me and all this stuff. You do over unders a lot, which I don't touch over unders at all. Typically, I'm just a spread or a money line better, but especially with over unders, just 5 minutes into the game, almost exclusively every game. Very rarely do you see a game that is lopsided one direction and doesn't give you better entry on either side. 5 minutes into a game, even if you're on an under 50 points, even if you can 5 minutes into the game, the over unders, a team gets the ball first, they get 2 or 3 first yards, you can get under 52.5, under 53.5. Why not get better? And you're still getting minus 110 odds, minus 115 odds, minus 120, give or take odds, your typical
Okay.
odds. Like, you're not buying alt lines, you're not fucking getting shitty entry. It's a little bit extra work because you've got to be live, obviously. You can't just set your bet and forget about it.
All right, let me just respond to that.
Why are you not putting in the extra work to get better, and especially
Okay, so why am I not putting in the extra work? There's not extra work waiting for. This is my point. If you said, "Oh, I think there's going to be a better opportunity to take the over later on in the game," right? Because I don't think anyone's going to score in the first 6 minutes of the game, so we're going to get a better line. Okay, that's fine. You can just bet the result of the first drive. So now you already have your bet correct. If you are banking on a certain thing happening in the first few minutes of the game, you can bet on that already. There are different ways to bet on that at better lines on better markets. So that's the first point. It's just a convoluted way of betting on an outcome that you're projecting to happen. The second thing is these live lines are overly juiced. These are still factoring in the same pacing. It's factoring in the same likelihood based on the same exact factors that they used pregame. It's not like they're doing live analysis of, oh, now we think it's going this way. They're doing it based on the same projection analysis, unless there's an injury or something crazy significant like that. Okay. So you're just getting the same thing but with more juice because these live bets are minus 115 and minus 120. If you think, oh, well, we're going to get a better opportunity later on in the game to bet the over because there's not going to be scoring early on in the game, then just bet for there not to be scoring early on in the game. Bet the under for the first quarter. Bet the result of the first drive to be no TD. Whatever it is, there's a different way to bet on that result that doesn't involve just waiting and hoping one thing happens and then betting after that. That just doesn't make sense. All right, your microphone's back on.
Hey, appreciate that. So a couple things on that. I appreciate you taking me. Strongly disagree. No more juice. You're not getting the lines move, so the point total will move. The juice is the same on the spread or an over under. The juice is always going to be minus 110, minus 115, minus 120.
Right, minus 115, minus 120. You're seeing that minus 115 to minus. If you think that 5, 10, 15 points of juice isn't a massive impact, I don't know what to tell you. That's massive. That is enormous. I'm not talking about one bet.
Anything higher than minus 150. I don't bet anything more than 140 juice.
I'm not saying that minus 140 juice is impossible to take. I'm saying the difference between a minus 110 and a minus 120 is absolutely massive. If you're doing minus 110, you need 53% success. If you're doing minus 120, you need over 60% success to be profitable. That is an enormous difference. That it just is. We're not talking one bet and now I'm riding off into the sunset. We're talking about multiple bets a day for endlessly. We're talking about 1,200 bets in a year. You're going to pay 10% more juice on 1,200 bets, even if you're 50-50. You're losing 60 units alone just on that. Most people aren't 60 units profitable to begin with. 10% ROI.
Okay. So again, I don't buy juice. I don't pay juice. If anything, Pete, I'm getting better entry. I got plus 400 on Notre Dame last night. Okay.
Well, that's a completely different story. That's a completely different story. Taking a money line while they're losing is a completely different thing.
Like, look at the better entry. I could have just put my $1,000 on Notre Dame pregame, but I put
but
Notre Dame pregame. And I reserved my other half unit. I don't chase.
Okay, you could also bet you know it would be better than plus 400 odds if you knew that they were going to go down and then you were going to bet them while they were down and get a better entry point. You could bet Penn State first half, Notre Dame full game, and you would have gotten better than plus 400. And again, the point is
needing 2 results. That's a dumb bet.
No, but that's what you needed. You needed them to go down. You needed them to go down, and then you needed them to come back and win. They weren't going to be plus 400 if they didn't start out losing. That's what you needed.
That would be a stupid bet, though, because why do I want to bet on 2 different outcomes needing to come when I don't care how the game starts. Like tonight, Pete, I hope Texas scores first because I'll hammer Ohio State.
Yeah, but if you think Ohio State is going to win, if you think Ohio State is going to win,
I don't want to bet on Texas to score first, though, because I don't care how the game starts. I only care about how it ends.
Listen to me.
I care about how the game ends. I don't care how it starts.
Look, listen to me. If you would confidently bet Ohio State down 7 to win the game, okay, then you should bet Ohio State -6 to win the game because 6 points is less than 7 points. So if you think, wow, at -7, I'm going to get them and they're going to win this game, that's your confidence level. They could come back from down 7. Just take a -6.
Back from down 7 and only win by 1, the -6 loses.
Right. But you think that at -7, they're likely to win. Therefore, you must think that when the game is 0-0, like it is now, they'll probably win by more than 6. Also, if you think Ohio State is going to win, you don't think they're going to start out down 7.
Me and you are clearly, like, we are a difference, and that's
intelligence. Fine. I hate to be disrespectful, but like it's just not clicking. I'm going to make the point one more time. If you believe that Ohio State would come back from down 7, then that same logic, you have to believe that they will win by more than 7. Because right now the game's 0-0, and you're projecting them to cover 7 points, 8 points really, in less than 60 minutes of football. But you don't think it's worth betting on them to cover 6 points in 60 full minutes of football? Because the more football is played, the more advantage that is to the better team. So you think they're the better team. You think they'd come back from down 7, and you don't think they're worth betting at -6. Then you also think I'm going to have an opportunity to bet them at down 7. Why do you think that? Why do you think they're going to go down 7 if you think they're the better team? That doesn't make sense. I know we're going back and forth on this. I don't want to do it anymore. Like I let you in. It's all good. No disrespect, but it's just not worth the time to continue to have the same conversation. Listen, I'll take people, probably not today because we're going to wrap this up. I don't mind people coming in and joining live. I can have discussion, especially if you got a betting strategy or something. And, I've had people come on here and pitch me betting strategies that I've thought, okay, that's interesting. I know this started off a little bit more malicious than some, but I just, there's people, it's not like a large stream right now, but there's people that come here for betting advice. Like Daddy, you could take them at plus 100 at -6 right now, but you want a -115 while they're down 7. just say it, because we're gonna wrap up now. But yeah, people have betting strategies or bets or whatever. I don't mind taking guests, like I said. I'm just not gonna spend 10 minutes having the same exact thing. Watch it happen, says Lock Daddy. It's not the point of whether or not it will happen. It's the point that if you believe that they'd come back from down 7, then you have to believe that they would beat a team by 6 when it's 0-0. And you're not making that bet. And that's not logical. Those two things don't make sense together. Chiefs to win Super Bowl. Good. I gotta tell you, I have Chiefs at -380 to not win the Super Bowl. I don't even think that's great value. I think the Chiefs are basically, they're probably -180 or -200. They're probably -180 or -200 against the Chargers, so I fully believe they'll be playing the Chargers. Then they're probably like -110 against the Bills or the Ravens, like a very, very close to even line. And then if they played the Lions or the Eagles or the Vikings or the Packers, but let's say Lions or Eagles, they're probably like -120, -130. I could see some line shift there because, they're going for the three-peat and everyone's riding on them. You saw how public they were in the Super Bowl last year and it won. And everyone, if they make it to the Super Bowl, all the talk is going to be Chiefs three-peat. They're doing it again. I can't believe they're doing it, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I think minus 380 to fade them is about fair. So it's not like a hammer. Um, what do I know about lags? I make content for the Atlas. You have a good play for college basketball. Go for it. Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs win. I don't think, but to say I think any team wins the Super Bowl is kind of dumb. There's not a favorite better than like minus 350 or plus 350 plus 400. I love the Bills' chances. I think the AFC to win the Super Bowl is extremely strong. I don't know what that looks like in terms of price, but the AFC to win the Super Bowl is extremely strong. I would say I would probably go minus 160 or better for the AFC to win the Super Bowl. Coley says it's the over tonight. All right, so we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna hop off here real quick, and I'm gonna hop off here real quick. If anyone wants the free parlay that I talked about, the free $25 entry for the parlay, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll link you. Love all you except for the ones I hate. Cheers. Follow this account. Lock in all the plays on SoBet. Check the links for anything. You know the deal. Bye.